You guys, oh, I'm so excited about this look. I love when I get like this because it means that we found some great new drugstore products. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're doing an affordable makeup look, and I'm so excited because I'm going to be doing a fall glam affordable look. I feel like it's time to go straight into fall makeup looks, and I'm so excited. I actually recently went to the drugstore and picked up a bunch of new products, so I'm very excited to create a look with them. Before we get into the video, this video is sponsored by ShopTagger, which is one of my very favorite apps that I have on my desktop as well as on my phone. I've worked with ShopTagger so many times, you guys, because I truly use this app. It's basically a way to save money while you shop. I like to personally save items that I kind of have my eye on, and I'll be notified if it goes on sale. I also like to use it as a way to kind of organize things as far as a wish list goes, and I save everything on there. I will save makeup, I'll save clothes, anything in home decor. Like, I have different categories. Sometimes I'll put books on there. ShopTagger is seriously like my best friend when it comes to online shopping. I tell all my family and friends, and I've been using it for years. So here's how to use it if you guys want to download it. It's completely free. So you can just go to your Google Chrome. Once you pull up ShopTagger, you can just go ahead and download the button. So then the next time you're shopping online, visiting your favorite store, if you find an item that you kind of want to hang on to or keep an eye on, all you have to do is go to the corner and click on the ShopTagger button, and it will pull up a little page. You can choose your size and color, and then you can also choose your price point and when it can notify you. You can also organize it into lists, like I said before, and just save it to a list. And then that's it. And if you download the app on your phone, you'll get push notifications if the items that you save go on sale. If you guys don't have ShopTagger already, go ahead and download it. I have the link down below. It's completely free, and it will help you out with all of your online shopping. In the spirit of saving money, we're gonna go ahead and go into this affordable makeup tutorial. Here is the before and after. I'm really planning on doing something glam, monochromatic, and just kind of pulling in those warm fall tones. I'm very excited. So let's get right into it. I've already got my brows done. I don't remember what I used. I filled in my brows a few hours ago and I don't remember. I'll link it down below. I'll have to look through my things and see what I used because I don't remember. Please excuse the dry skin again, you guys, and I also have some dry patches going on since after my microdermabrasion, my skin is starting to heal, and I'm not supposed to peel or pick at it or use abrasive exfoliants, so, you know, I'm a little bit flakier than usual, so please excuse that. We're gonna go ahead and prep the eyes because I found a really beautiful eyeshadow palette that I can't wait to use. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C3. Did you guys see that Makeup Revolution launched a foundation? I think is it Conceal and Define Foundation? I don't know what it's called exactly. All I know is I need to get my hands on it and I need to review it. Would you guys like to see that? Because I'm like dying to review it. Oh! I got concealer in my hair. I'm gonna go ahead and pat this out with a sponge. I'm trying to do, like, you know, a wispy hairdo, and it's just backfiring already. I'm not the best at styling my hair. Like, it's not that I can't. I really feel like if I tried, I could. I just, like, don't prioritize it. But, like, I love hair care products. Like, I own so many hair care products. But anytime I try to do anything different, like, these pieces just kind of end up annoying me. Do you guys have a favorite YouTube channel that, like, talks about easy hairstyles? If you do, please let me know down below. I have one actually that I love watching. Her name is Alex Gabori, I think is how you pronounce her last name. I don't know. I'll link her channel down below because she's one of my favorites. But if you guys have another one that you would recommend to me, please let me know. I could use some hair tutorials. I'm going to be taking the number 7 Translucent Perfect Light Loose Powder. And I'm just going to take a small brush and kind of set the eye area so we can get it nice and prepped for eyeshadow. And I'm so inspired by this eyeshadow palette, you guys. Okay, first of all, you guys know how much I love the Milani eyeshadow palettes. This one is in the shade Pure Passion. I just recently picked it up, and you're gonna die at the colors. This is the one that launched at the same time as the Soft and Smoky, Soft and Sultry, I think that's what it's called. They came out with another palette that's kind of more cool toned and smoky, and this came out with it, but this was sold out on my Walmart when I went last time, but now it's back. Obviously, look how beautiful. I mean, if this isn't a fall palette, I don't know what is. Let's get right into it, shall we? Also, bless Milani. Okay, if they're not gonna have the names on the front, at least they have it here and they have the colors, so we're not confused. I love that. We're gonna go into this shade right here. Oh my gosh! Which is called Always Pink of Me. Darling. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And I want this as my transition shade. I know like pink is probably not the first color choice, you know, for most people when it comes to a fall look, but hey, we're just gonna go with the flow. So I'm just taking this brush, buffing it through the crease and kind of above, just laying down a little bit of that initial color and then buffing it out so it's nice and diffused. I think this is a gorgeous transition shade. Already, I'm loving it. The formula of these Milani palettes are so good. Can't even tell you how excited I am about it. I should also mention the amazing mirror in this. It's seriously such a good mirror. And I'm kind of taking the extra and going in this area here. I'm like obsessed with this color, so I'm putting as much on as possible, basically. Next, we're gonna go into this middle shade right here. This is called Totally Fond of You. These names are darling. Okay. And I want this to kind of start to warm up the crease. So this is gonna be a little bit more focused into the crease than the other shade was, but at the same time, I wanna kind of blend the two together. And I'm just kind of going back and forth in windshield wiper motions, just kind of building it up until I get to the intensity that I want it. And I'm actually kind of trying out a little bit more of a rounded shape with this shade. I don't know. I've seen people like Patrick Ta do this, like create a little bit more of a rounded shape with the eye. So we're gonna give it a whirl. I know I have to use this shade right here. So that's what we're gonna do next. This is called Spice It Up. So we're gonna spice up the look with Spice It Up. I'm gonna start to apply it on this outer third here, just kind of pressing it initially. This is turning out so pretty. I love fall. I love fall colors. I love fall makeup. I love all the different kinds of makeup, let's be real, but fall, I just feel like everybody has a little bit more permission, you know, to be glam and to wear a little bit more vampy makeup. At least that's how I feel. Because, you know, if you're walking around in the middle of summer with a, like, deep brown lip, people might be like, what happened to her? Did she eat chocolate? But in fall, everybody gets it, you know? I'm taking what's left on the brush and just kind of dragging it in to that crease, doing the same kind of rounded shape that I was trying to create before. Here's the part where I'm stumped. This shade is beautiful, but are we ready for that? Okay. I'm gonna take this shade called Desert Getaway, this one right here, and I'm just gonna use my finger, and I'm gonna start to kind of press this on like the center of the lid, I would say, kind of like that. That's a really pretty shade too. This palette, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna dip into this shade really quickly. This is called Lust and Luminous. It looks like it kind of has a pinky gold shift, and I love these kinds of colors. So I'm gonna take a flatter brush and just kind of start to add that to the inner third of the eye. Wait, stop, that's so pretty. Oh! I don't want to speak too soon, but I feel like this is my favorite palette out of the ones they've made. I'm kind of creating a little bit of a rounded cut crease, kind of. It's not very harsh because I didn't put concealer down, but you know, it's still kind of the same concept as a cut crease, and it gives kind of a more subtle effect, but it's kind of the same thing. I just said kind of a lot. Okay. All right, but now we got to dip into this glitter shade. I don't really know how this is gonna go. I put the brush in it first. I might need to wet the brush. I'm not quite sure. So let's try it with my finger. Okay, like it worked, but I think I'm gonna wet the brush. So I'm gonna put that same brush into that first color. Oh, this one is called Afterglow, and I'm so excited. I'm just gonna take my Mario Badescu aloe spray just to wet the brush. Just a little bit. Let's see if that does anything. All right, we're definitely experiencing a little bit of fallout, but it's all going to be worth it because this is turning out so pretty. So far, so good, my friends. All right, we need to kind of deepen up the outer portion of the eye, in my opinion. I think I want to go into this shade right here. It has a little bit more of a purple undertone. It's called Heat Is On, and I'm just going to take a little bit of a fluffy but defined brush, and I just want to kind of add this to the outer corner. We're keeping the rounded shape, though. I'm kind of into it. It's a subtle difference, but to me, like, it's a difference. So we're just going with it. I'm going to take my finger on that same burgundy shade that we were using before, and I'm just going to reapply it to the center of the lid, just because I feel like when we applied those other two shades, we kind of lost a tiny bit of it. So I want that back, and I'm just going to add it with my finger. Well, I'm not mad at this at all. Let's use an eyeliner. What do you guys think? I feel like it needs something. I'm going to use the Infallible eyeliner from L'Oreal. This is just the black one. And I feel like I just want a little bit of something on this outer portion here, so I think I'm just going to add it to this outer, like, third, really close to the lash line. I'm not going to wing it out because I'm kind of into this rounded look, so I'm just going to stop it at the edge of the eye. Something like that. I am going to, oh no, I forgot. My makeup wipes! Darn it. All right, I got them. I'm going to wipe away the fallout. There was a little bit, especially with that glittery shade. So we're just gonna get rid of that really quick. And then I'm cleaning up along the edge as well. And with the edge, I'm going to clean up kind of how I do normally, but I'm rounding it slightly. Do you know what I mean? We're just going a little more round instead of cat eye and angular. And then I'm going to take my finger and just pat that out so that there's not a harsh line. I'm going to apply mascara. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara, and I'm going to do about 2 coats on just the top lashes for now. I am so excited about this eye look, you guys. I can't even tell you. So for skin, I feel like I was going to use an illuminating primer, but I think I'm just going to go straight into foundation. I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. This is in the shade LN3, and I feel like besides some dryness, I feel like my skin's pretty good right now. So I'm going to just try to go with that and, you know, make my skin look healthy with the healthy foundation. I'm just going to blend this out with a brush initially. This foundation is so pretty. It really does just make your skin look healthy. I'm going to take the applicator and actually put a little bit on my sponge directly, and then I'm going to go ahead and press in the existing foundation and add a little more coverage where needed with the foundation that's on the sponge right now. I'm really happy with how that looks. I'm going to go ahead and go into my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer again, and this is in the shade C3. We're going to really do a nice bright under eye. Since we're going a little bit glam, I'm going to put some down the center of the nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and I normally cover up spots. I feel like the foundation did a pretty good job of covering up, so I'm taking a slightly darker shade. This is C5, and I'm just going to dot it in a couple areas. Before I go in and blend out the lighter concealer, I like to blend out the concealer I use for blemishes. That way it doesn't highlight it. If I go in with this first and then stamp the concealer over the blemishes, it can tend to kind of highlight the area instead of conceal it, which is not what we want. So I do that first, and then I go in and blend out the lighter one. Hello, can we talk about that foundation and concealer combo? I'm very pleased. All right, now we're gonna take the number 7 powder again. I'm just dumping some into the cap, and I think I'm gonna do a little bit of baking, you know. So I'm gonna dip my sponge into the cap, then put some in my hand just to make sure there's not too much extra, and let's just bake the under eye area with this. It's a fall tutorial. I feel like that's when you start baking your apple pies, honey, and you start baking your under eyes. Oh my gosh, now I'm hungry. Guys, what is your favorite fall treat? Or fall like meal? Are you into like soups? Do you bake? Do you like to make certain kinds of like drinks? I like wassail. I love wassail. I think it smells so good. Is that Christmas? Or is that fall? I think it's just the whole season, isn't it? I don't know. And I love anything pumpkin, like pumpkin cookies. Oh my gosh, my mom makes these things. They're called like pumpkin bars, and it's like pumpkin like cake or something in a sheet pan, and then there's cream cheese frosting on it, and there's chocolate chips in the pumpkin part. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I just keep on baking. I'm taking this on the forehead as well because I'm liking how this whole thing is looking. So we're just using the sponge still around the T-zone basically. And then I will take a fluffy brush with what's left in the cap and just kind of set the perimeter of the face. All right, let's finish up the under eye area. Now we're going back into the Milani Pure Passion palette. I'm like already excited to use this palette again, and I'm like still using it, you know? I'm still doing the makeup look, but I'm already excited for my next makeup look. Oh, I need to tell you guys what I'm doing. I'm taking the Always Pink of Me shade, that first shade we used, which, can I be honest, I'm loving it. I think this is a gorgeous shade. It's one of my favorite shades I've ever seen in one of their palettes. I think it's gorgeous as a transition, but you could also wear it like every day all over the lid. And it's just like a soft, subtle pink. It's a great pink for fall. Now we're gonna go into the brown shade next to it. We're just kind of following the same pattern that we did on the top eyelid. I'm tapping off the extra so we don't get too much fallout, and I'm running this really closely underneath the lower lash line just to define that. So pretty. I'm so excited about this look. Next, I'm going to go into that shimmery cranberry shade, tap off the extra, and I'm just going to kind of add this to the outer third, maybe about halfway in. Yeah, I'm kind of going like from the outer corner to about halfway across the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the same brush and go into this shade right here. And this is where we're really going to smudge that color right up against the lash line on just the outer third of the lower lash line, connecting it to the existing shadows on the outer corner. I'm just going to kind of dust off this brush on a little cloth in front of me. And now I'm going to go into this gorgeous shade right here. I'm obsessed with this shade. And we're going to kind of use this to brighten up the inner portion of the lower lash line. So I'm just applying it onto the inner third, blending it into the other shadows. I'm taking the brush I used for the transition shade, and I'm kind of just rounding out the bottom of the eye. I don't know. We're going to do the round eye instead of like elongated. I'm taking that same smaller flat brush and we're going into the sparkly shade. I'm going to tap off the extra. I'm not really sure how this is going to apply. We might not be able to get too much of this color right here because there is a little bit of glitter fallout, but I want something just to tie it in. So I'm just pressing a little bit of that underneath. And then let's go ahead and put mascara on the lower lash line. Just one coat on the lower lashes. And I'm being very gentle so that it just kind of coats the lashes and it doesn't accidentally get pressed down and ruin the eyeshadow underneath. Can I just say, I love the eye look already. Oh, I love when makeup looks turn out like this. It makes me so happy. I'm gonna go ahead and go into bronzer now. We're gonna use an oldie but a goodie. Well, it's not that old, but you know, it's been a while since I've used it. It's the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It Bronzer, and I have mine in the shade Light. I love this bronzer, and I think it's a gorgeous color for kind of like contour and bronzing. So I kind of like to press it on the back portions of the face first and then kind of bring it up. It also has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not glittery, but it does give your skin a subtle glow, which I really like, especially for fall. You know, a lot of people love the whole matte look, but I feel like the skin should still look healthy, you know? Good skin is always in. I'm going to take this along the hairline. I'm also going to take it along the jawline a little bit and some down the neck. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller eyeshadow brush and dip it into the bronzer and just run it down the sides of the nose and underneath to slightly contour, as well as underneath the lip. I like to do this to just make the lip look more pouty and more full. Then I'm taking the brush that I used with the translucent powder and very lightly just buffing right over top of the bronzer. And I feel like that just always helps make it look even more seamless and helps kind of blend it all out. I picked up a new blush. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Apricot in the middle. And I just think that this is going to be pretty. I don't know, I'm hoping it's going to be pretty for this look just because it kind of has the muted beigey peach kind of color, or that's what it is. Comes with a little brush, but I never really use those. So I'm going to go ahead and use a blush brush and let's see how this goes. This is kind of a little bit of a shimmery blush, which I tend to either love or hate. So let's see how this goes. Oh, okay. I'm just applying this to the apples of the cheeks. Ooh, it has a gorgeous kind of gold sheen to it. I actually like that. It kind of adds a little bit of a highlight as well as color to the cheeks. And I feel like it actually looks really nice with this eye look. I'm just layering it really lightly so that we don't go too ham. Wow, this is really pretty. I'm kind of applying it a little bit higher than I would usually just because there is that golden kind of undertone. I like this. I'm just gonna pat it across the nose a little bit. I think that's actually really nice. I mean, you could just run out the door like this, but I have another product that I want to use. This is a highlighter that I saw. It's from Hard Candy. It's the Just Glow Baked Highlighter Trio or Highlighting Trio in Meet Me in Tahiti. And I actually like looked this up online and I couldn't find it. So I don't know if it's like discontinued, but it was still at my Walmart or what. So if you guys know, will you help me out? Because this looks so beautiful and I'm very excited to try it, but I'm gonna be really bummed if I like picked up something that's just gonna go away. You know what I mean? Okay, this comes with a brush. Should we use the brush? All right, we're gonna try the brush. I'm gonna go into this shade right here. I don't know why, but this just kind of looked like an Hourglass product to me. I don't actually own too many Hourglass like highlighters, but just how it looked baked and really beautiful in the pan just reminded me of it. So let's apply this. Wow, golden. It's beautiful. Holy cow. Did any of you guys watch Nikki Tutorial's video where Rihanna's makeup artist did her makeup? I did. If you didn't, I'll link it down below, but she put the highlighter in this brow area here and then brought it down around the temple and back down, and it just kind of creates an even more luminous, ethereal kind of look. That's what I'm trying to copy because I was inspired by that. Tell you what, the brush isn't half bad. I'm gonna put some of this down the center of the nose. Cupid's bow. So I only use the center shade because that's like the lightest one. And so maybe I'll dip into the other ones another time, but I feel like that was a beautiful highlighter. I'm really excited about that as well. Let's go into lips. Okay, there's a few options. I did pick up two new Milani colors. This one's really deep. This one's kind of fun because it's rosy. And then I have some of my old favorites that I also love. I might go with this one. I don't know. Or should I go with like adorable, something more muted? It's fall. I feel like we need to do something a little bit more bold. I'm just gonna take the makeup wipe and just wipe away makeup on the lips. And then I'm gonna go ahead and line the lips with the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Lip Liner in the shade Matte's It. And this is kind of like a mauve-y color. So we'll see how it looks with the, maybe I should have used the other one. Where's the other one? I know I just used this color in my last tutorial, but I'm gonna use it. This is in the shade Matting Call. I don't actually know if this is gonna match the lip color like at all. We'll see. I'm gonna go into the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the shade Loved. Definitely didn't match the lip liner. Oh well. Okay, I'll be honest. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this combo. But I'm in love. I'm obsessed. I feel like it looks so good with the colors in this palette. You guys. Oh, I'm so excited about this look. I love when I get like this because it means that we found some great new drugstore products. You know what I mean? I mean, the fact that this is all affordable, come on. Like, if you went out with this makeup look on, nobody would know it's all from Walmart. Like, nobody would know. They'd be like, girl, she just went on a shopping spree at Sephora, and then, you know, nobody has to know. Once it's on your face, nobody knows the price, and the quality of this is amazing. I love it. I'm just taking a brush. This is the one that we used with a little bit of translucent powder. I mean, I didn't add any more on, but I'm just kind of buffing around the edges of the cheek products just to make sure that they blend into the foundation nicely. All right, I think I used the Anastasia brow pencil, so I'm going to just brush through the brows, kind of reshape them, just kind of filling in any sparse areas. You guys, I almost forgot. I'm going to take the Hard Candy highlighting palette and dip into that same center shade because we need to pop it in the inner corner of the eye. I just feel like this really ties in every single makeup look. Then with what's left, just kind of brushing it under the brow again. And then we step back and we assess the situation. I think I'm actually really happy with where it's at. I might add a little bit more bronzer just up here. All right, I'm gonna do a 3-step setting kind of routine, but I'm gonna use affordable products. So I'm gonna go in with the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water. Okay, I'm going to spritz the face really quickly with this. And then we take the handy fan and just pat it all down. And then I'm going to take the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Long Lasting Setting Spray, and this has a matte finish. Spray this all over the face, and then use my handy fan again. And then I'm going to take Glossier Boy Brow in the shade Blonde, and I'm just going to brush this through the brows to set them in place. Alright you guys, that completes this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I have to say, I feel like I found some really amazing products, especially this eyeshadow palette, you guys. If you see this in your Walmart, do yourself a favor and pick it up. It is beautiful. I love how this look turned out. I love it so much, and I really feel like that lip color ended up pairing beautifully. It's not something I would have done, but I'm glad I did it, you know? A rosier kind of terracotta color with fall tones on the eyes. I'm very excited about this look if you can't tell. So there you have it. That's the video. Thanks for watching. You guys are the best. Again, if you guys want to check out Shop Tagger, they will be linked in the description box down below. Let me know what other fall makeup looks you'd like to see, and if there's certain products you'd like to see that are coming out. Send me pictures that you guys find on Pinterest. Just DM me and just say like, hey Allie, I love this look. I'd love to see something like this, or I'd love to see how to do something similar to this. So just let me know. I would love to create looks that you guys want to see, or again, if there's products that you're like, I want to know how to use this palette or whatever it is, let me know. Like, tweet me. I want to see them, and I want to create videos that you guys want to see. If you are new here, welcome. I would love to have you on board. You guys can go ahead and subscribe by hitting the subscribe button, and after you subscribe, you can be a part of the notification squad by clicking on the bell. That'll just notify you every time I post, which is on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye!